going on, college football fans? So, the Pac-10 just had its new alignment. As you know, it was set up to be the Pac-12. For those of you wondering about last night's the Bruins getting kicked by Oregon, yes, that sucked, but that's for another video, and that goes on my other channel of Calicoaster Freaks. So, go to the link in the description for my talk on UCLA. But this is really regarding the Pac-10 as a whole, which becomes the Pac-12 next season. Let's recap the alignment process itself of what it will look like in the near future for the Pac-12 with the divisions and split. Let's roll the tape. So to summarize, you got the Washington schools, both up in the north. You got the Oregon schools, as well as the Bay Area schools in Cal and Stanford, up in the north. And then in the South Division, you got UCLA, USC, you got both Arizona schools and the Devils and Wildcats, and then the newcomers in Utah and Colorado, up in the other part of the South Division. So, with that being said, now that the conference has been split to 12 teams, and the divisions that you guys just saw, it'll be very interesting to see what kind of goes on and on from here on out. There will be permanent partners. Obviously, the California schools are paired with each other so that it's in a 9-game schedule format. 5-2-2 format, with the 5 being the guys in the division. Of course, you play them each year. And then the 2 being 2 permanent partners, as well as the other 2 being rotating, so that you'd play every school if you stayed in 4 years in college. So, with that being said, I think the biggest winners of this conference were the newest comers, the younger members. Both the Arizona schools came in the 70s, they're young, and then the newcomers in Colorado and Utah. The newcomers especially are going to benefit from all the revenue sharing that this conference will go under. They plan to split it pretty evenly. Colorado especially, they were pretty broke. They can't even buy out Dan Hawkins' contract, so big win for the newest comers. Los Angeles schools and the Bay Area schools, it's kind of a mix, The revenue sharing won't be a huge deal because the 4 California schools are already rich, but they did get what they wanted, and they wanted to be paired with each other, at least when they play each other each year. For me as a UCLA fan, yes, I want to play Cal and Stanford each year. That's just something, you want to do that, because there's that hatred of the schools in California with each other, so it's good to see that we have our rivalries that we wanted. I think USC fans, Cal and Stanford fans can agree with me on this. The Northwest schools, however, turned out to be the bigger losers of this deal. They got what they wanted in saying they wanted to have California schools in the conference so that it affects their recruiting. Obviously, for recruits, they'll come to the state of California, but doesn't mean that they're going to go to Southern California or Los Angeles every year guaranteed. Now that it's a split, you're not going to get a guaranteed trip for each school. So they turned out to be the losers of this expansion, but at least they're going to the state of California. I know the recruiting hotbed is in Los Angeles and Mater Dei and all those schools in Santa Ana, San Bernardino, all those areas down south pretty much are the prize recruiting hotbeds, and definitely will affect the northwest schools and them trying to find talent. But as said before, Utah and Colorado, now that UCLA can go out to Utah and Colorado much more than they already have, Utah, especially Utah, can go out to California and really find guys in Southern Cal, easily get them to play for the Utes. So, big win for them. Not sure how the other permanent partner pairings will be for the when they have 2 permanent partners, but it'll be very interesting. They're the last when the revenue sharing comes in. The Los Angeles schools will both get a payout of $2 million if the revenue share does not meet a certain criteria number. Really props to Tom Hansen for leaving, because he would have never thought of this expansion crap at all. Well, Larry Scott, of course, who's the current commissioner, he really went out and tried to go aggressively for schools. He tried that Pac-16 idea. Unfortunately, Texas, they're idiots, because obviously now we know why they don't want to be part of the Pacific Conference. You saw what happened when my team went out there and kicked them, but that's another story. The Utah and Colorado were good alternative options to make a Pac-12, and once again, props to Larry Scott for even thinking about this, because there wouldn't have been an expansion if Tom Hansen was there for an eternity, if the old commissioner was there. So We'll see what happens. I think they just compromised by getting California kind of split, but at the same time, at least I'm paired to see Cal and Stanford each year. That's always good. So let me know what you think. I know a lot of you guys are USC fans who watch me, and a lot of other Pac-10 schools, a lot of Cal fans, few Stanford fans. I want to hear your take, and any of you other college football fans out there. What do you think of this alignment? Is it good or bad? Like it, dislike? Let me know in the comments below. A short note with the basketball scheduling is that the Pac-12 will be much how the SEC and Big 12 did it. They would play the same division teams twice in the year, and then you play your opposite division once, and with its home and away both times. So it'll be an 18-game schedule format, not like how that ACC conference rotates two permanent partners, and they rotate the 3-3-3. It's really weird how the ACC does it, but we're going to make it simple and do it how the SEC and Big 12 do it. No division splits in basketball like the SEC. That's really dumb, but there will be division splits for football and football only. So we'll see y'all later, and here's to a new Pac-12 era in college football for the Pacific Western part of the country. See you guys later.